Hey everybody, my name is Chris, and I hope whatever you're doing, wherever you are, it's going absolutely fantastic. What am I doing here? I'm here to audition for Hark's Atheneum campaign, despite the fact that I still think it's called atheneum. But as I said, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. You might recognize me as Wildemar Kid on the Discord channel, and well, if that's not raising any bells, well, then that's fine. I'm a 23-year-old California kid, born and raised, and now a full-time college student. A little bit of I actually got my start to tabletop gaming right here on Hark's channel when I guest starred in a side campaign about 2 years ago now. Uh, as for my schedule, well, as I said, full-time college student, but I'm going online now, so it's very easy to manipulate it and work around any other schedules. As for my other thing that I do is I do help out with my grandmother, so that's something that I will have to take into account. But again, it's very flexible and not going to be hard to work around. Where I live, it's PST, so that's only a short jump of 3 hours to EST, so a very easy conversion and very easy to work with. As for my internet, well, I have a fairly good internet connection. But that's enough about me. Let's move on to a more interesting subject, such as my character. I am going to be in the autobiography genre of a certain vampire that some of you might remember as a very loving and childlike child, and a not so childlike adult when we saw him. I'm talking about Norio Yamihanta, a young vampire who lived his life in the Japanese coven and was born with his twin sister to two loving vampire parents. That's right. He was never a human. He was born and raised full-blooded vampire. And, until he was, 11 years old and went to Mahotokoro, he really didn't have a whole lot of interaction with the outside world. This led to something of a culture shock when he realized people aren't so happy with vampires. They, in fact, fear and hate many of them, for good reason. Which is why, during the course of his life, he actively sought to change this. Of course, each has their own way of doing it, and, well, his ended up being to join a side of the rebels in a wizarding war, which not only brought the wizarding world itself to something of chaos and revolutionary changes, but also the world of the mundanes, the muggles and no-mages, who, as you all might remember, very much had an interesting time when they realized that the world had more than just the mundane. But now something is wrong. He's somehow gotten out of sync with his timeline in his autobiography and is shifting back and forth between his younger self, his fully aged up self, and something of his teenage misguided youth. And but that's pretty much all we have time for today. I hope I've intrigued, and I hope you'll come with me on a journey to see where it all leads.